Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing this beautiful face, please don't make it your last by subscribing and giving this video a big thumbs up if you end up liking the video. And if you're not new, hey girl, what's up? So guys, in today's video, as the title would suggest, I'm going to be talking about leveling up in your 20s. A while ago I put up a poll telling you guys to send me some ideas, and lots of people were saying, oh, I really like your vlogs and just like your lifestyle in general, and if you could share some tips on that. People called it leveling up and all that, and at first I was like, oh, am I really the right person to do that, since like I'm still in my 20s? But also I feel like I would want to hear my age mate talk about this, because it's like, I don't know, to me it's like more inspiring, because oh, this girl is my age mate and she's doing all these things, so it's not so far-fetched or far off, and I can apply these tips. So yes, if you want to listen to me talk about the tips you can apply to your life to level up in your 20s while I beat my face, please keep on watching. So yeah guys, sorry if the lighting keeps changing. I really don't know what's up with it. I don't know if it's because it's been a while I've done this, or the weather is just like acting funny. I'm just going to list these tips in no particular order. And the first point I'm going to say that will really help in your leveling process in your 20s is to be disciplined. Guys, this is so important. I cannot stress this enough. You need to be disciplined. And I know, like, when adults are telling you this, okay, you be thinking, oh, this is about overdoing, but discipline is literally like the glue, is the glue that brings everything together. If you're not disciplined, all these tips I'm going to say, or all these things you're hearing about, it will not work, because you have not taken the decision to do this thing no matter what, and make the sacrifices required to get to your goal. So let me use myself as an example. So you guys, you may or may not know, but I finished my service not too long ago, and I'm just taking out this year to solely pursue content creation. I'm not trying to get a 9 to 5 for now and hopefully forever. So like, I was like, I don't have to like wake up or go early to work. I work for myself. And as I continued, I realized that you need to wake up early, because first of all, I film with lights, so the daylight, and where my room is located, I need to be up and ready by like 10 to start filming. That's like the best lighting right now, and it's around 11 something. That's like the best lighting. So for me to wake up, tidy up, get set, work out, eat breakfast, I shouldn't wake up anything past 8. So it's like, I'm like, wow, I still need to wake up early because I have goals. I'm not just laying around. Like, yeah, I don't want to do a 9 to 5, but like, it's really making me work really like hard and give my best, because I don't want to like say I can't sustain this and I need to go back to the corporate world. So it's just that whole thing of, you have to be disciplined. So how do I do this? I have to wake up, I have to go to bed early. That's something I'm not still good at, but what I now do is I punish myself by waking up early regardless of what time I went to bed. So sometimes I go to bed by 3 a.m. latest 8:30, I have to be up, I have to start. And that's just the thing. You just have to be disciplined. If you're not, you're never going to achieve anything, because you're not willing to sacrifice. It's sacrifice. And my dear, you cannot escape it. Whether you don't want to do, you want to work for yourself, you need to sacrifice something. You need to be disciplined and say, like, I'm going to do this thing to achieve this goal. And that's one of the ways you can, a very important way you can level up in your 20s. Another tip you can apply to level up in your 20s is plan. Guys, I don't think I've ever been so conscious of the benefits of planning like I have at this point in my life. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Your day is just a lot more organized when you have already planned it out step by step. What time for this? What time for this? Next one. And because you're planning it, I'll suggest planning the day before so that you can align it well. So for example, let's say you want to get your laundry done and you also need to meet up someone, maybe you need to meet 2 people and your laundry. You can plan in such a way that from your laundry, like, it just sinks in seamlessly, because you've planned it out, you've seen the best way to what to come first, what to come second, and it just helps, and you feel better at the end of the day. whenever I don't plan, it's so obvious. I'm so cranky. I forget a lot of things that I was supposed to do, and I'm just not happy. I'm like, I'm not serious. But when I do, my day goes better. Sometimes not perfect, but at least like I can tick off some important things off my list, and it's just so important. Like I can't believe some people do not plan. Like, how don't you plan? Like, I remember when I used to come my mom, and my mom used to go through the different diaries, like writing stuff. I'm not like, and I always wanted diaries because I always saw her doing it, and I'm like, what am I writing in this diary now? Literally, like every single place is full. The next list, what's next, what's up on the list. A good planner I'll suggest is the Tassel planner. I bought it recently. I didn't just buy it for vibes, guys. Like, I bought it to plan. Like, I need something to write things out, and it to be very, I don't know, I like everything to look nice, so I try to make everything look nice. And so even though I don't have strength, I'm like, this my planner is so fine, let me write on it. So you don't have to get a planner, you can just use a book. Literally, like my videos, I plan out my videos, plan out the days, plan when to edit, plan when to, you need to plan, and it just helps you achieve your goals. And when you achieve your goals, it's a way of leveling up, because you're not just sitting down being mediocre, you're getting things done. Another tip that will help you level up is educating yourself. Guys, I said it with every fiber in my being. Google is free. It's, oh my goodness, I promise you, if you just type www.google.com, anything you want to find out is there. Anything, try it. Before you're about to ask that person a question, Google it. You might be surprised. You might even get a better answer than that person. Google is so free. You can get any information. You can educate yourself on anything. How to write an email, how to do anything. Read more books. Guys, honestly, read more books. First of all, my mom has a PhD in English language and everything. So I grew up, she made me read books. Not only reading books, she made me write summaries on the book and a book review and all of that. And she used to grade it. It was a lot. And I don't know why, but like, I just fell out of reading when it wasn't mandatory. Like, I don't know. And I've been struggling to start it back again. But this year, thankfully, I'll get into that point soon. Ooh, girl, what am I looking ashy? Sha just know the foundation is matching. I don't know what's wrong with this lighting. But yeah, so educate yourself, read more books that you like if there's a particular thing you want to learn, try to see if there's a book on it. Another thing that's really, really good is audiobooks or podcasts. For me, I intentionally now switch out music for podcasts. So let's say I'm doing something, instead of listening to music and just vibing, yeah, it's good sometimes, but I would just put a podcast teaching me a skill on either like content creation or just like womanhood in general, just things that will inspire me. So while I'm doing something, I'm taking in information, so I'm killing two birds with one stone. So that's something I would really, really recommend, is switching out your, instead of listening to music, when you're about to listen to music, play a podcast. So I don't really know a lot of good podcasts, like inspirational, but like I just listen to some podcasts like for gist, maybe like things about mental health. If you guys have like good podcast recommendations, it doesn't have to be so deep, it can just be like something that's just funny or you learn stuff from, please leave it in the comments below. By the way, if you're still here, please subscribe, please like. Yeah, let's go to the next point. Okay guys, so the next point I want to talk about is stop being invested in other people's lives or caring too much what other people think of you. So there are two sides. Honestly guys, if you're one of those people that you just like to talk about other people, especially when it comes to like tea and, you know, gossip about, like, you just like it, you're a fan. Maybe you might not think that, oh, I'm bashing this person. No, you're a fan because this person is probably not talking about you. This person probably doesn't know you exist, but what you're spending your time to do is to bash them every single day, to be sharing everything that they do. It's honestly loser mentality, and if you're doing that, you need to stop. You don't have the time to be thinking about somebody else's business. How is he paying you? Mind the business that pays you. Honestly, like some people that I might not like, and then like let's say you tell me something about them, I'm like, that's mad though. But like you never see me really put out my effort, especially if I don't like them. Maybe it's like a celebrity and it's just like but even at that, there's like a time limit you give to like discussing it and moving on. But some people dedicate themselves. You're the type of person that you are following every gossip blog on Instagram. Sis, you don't have time. Why are you monitoring other people's lives? Monitor yourself. Are you where you're supposed to be? why are you giving so much energy into gossip? Like, for you to actually be, if you're following even one gossip blog, check yourself, honestly, because that thing takes so much time, and then you be thinking that you're better than that person you're discussing. Meanwhile, you're not even close. So be very mindful that you're not giving your time that should be precious to you to somebody else that doesn't know you exist. Another side to this is you always thinking of what people say about you. This honestly has limited so many people, like people that I know, almost even limited me. I know how, I don't know, sometimes I try to remember, and I never really felt embarrassed starting. I never really felt like embarrassed about starting a channel. I don't know, maybe because I started when I was younger, so I don't know. But like these days, it's more of like, oh, you know, my friends will laugh at me, and I'm like, sis, we're all gonna. That's my reply to everything. We're all gonna die. Is this really what you want to be having in your mind? That, oh, so and so will say, who cares if you're succeeding? Won't they still praise you? And don't be. That's my next point. Won't they still praise you? Like, just do what makes you happy. As long as it's not stopping anybody. Stop thinking about what people will say. When I talked about reading more books, I'm reading this book. If you're the type of person, this is the subtle art of not giving a. If you have that issue of always thinking what people say, read this book. I'm done with it, and honestly, it really opens my eyes. It's not telling you not care about what everybody says, but it tells you how to rationalize your time. So it's like, why are you, if you keep thinking about this thing, think, is this even important to me? Don't I have other things I can be doing with my time? Why am I giving so much? That means if I'm giving so much time to this thing, it means I don't have anything more important to do with my time. That's why I'm so focused on this particular person or this particular situation. That's why I'm always easily annoyed. It's very easy for people to get me annoyed, and that's why I'm actually reading this book. I don't really care what people think, but it's more like when it comes to me, it's like, oh, why would that person do that to me? No, it's more like when someone offends me, it's like I give too much energy to it, and it's like not everybody deserves that energy. Be very conscious of your energy that you're giving up. Like, nope, I have more important, give it to another thing. So I constantly do it in my head now. Whenever, maybe even just like a little thing, maybe like this guy spoke to me rudely or this girl said something rudely, I'm just like, don't I have something more important to do? And I literally close it and open something else. Like, I'm a work in progress, but like it's really like helping me, because especially what I do, some people are just so annoying and they want you to like hear their opinion, and sometimes it pisses me off and I'll want to reply, but it's like, stop it. And that perfect example of someone that knows how to do this well is Lori Harvey. That is my number one reason why I like that girl. The whole internet can be talking about Lori Harvey, she will not even sob. Let's not even say reply. She will not even sob or say, people never even mind their business. Nope. She just continues with what she's doing. If you like, call her a hoe, call her a shao, say she's dating somebody's father, she does not care. And that is what really made me. At some point, I was like, I've never heard this girl talk. At some point, I was like, I've actually never heard this girl talk. I had to go on YouTube. I'm like, Lori Harvey talking. And then I now saw an interview she did with Pretty Two Thing, and then, first of all, her voice is amazing. So I really like that girl. Like, I'm not, whatever she wants to do, I think that's honestly part of her brand. I honestly don't believe all this thing that they're saying. I really just think she's getting her bag and she has class and she's using her beauty. Well, all this other rumor now, Nasabi. But me, why I like her is that she does not give you the time of day. She just goes along her day. She, like, Shade Room will be booming. People tagging her, she does not reply. Never seen her reply or defend herself, and that's one reason that's the main reason I like her, actually. Then her style, and of course she's pretty, but that number one thing of just not replying. So sometimes I'm like, like someone was saying something, I'm like, oh my goodness, like I just want to give you back to back, but I'm like, nah, you're doing this, you're giving that person too much importance, you're degrading yourself by replying them. Well, or have you? I don't compare all the slut shaming she has received, not one sound. Living her best life. So yeah, so when I remember her, honestly, it really does help me not to. And then of course this book has already given me a different perspective of just not caring and knowing that this is not important and face bigger things. So yeah. All right guys, so another important tip to leveling up is investing in yourself. Sometimes guys, we have to look the part too. Look the part and sound the part and know the part. So I'm saying, when I say invest, I mean like learn a skill. what are you going to do to help you? Like, first of all, what's your plan? Is it 9 to 5? Is it this? Is there anything you can learn to give you an edge? Is it content creation? Do you know how to edit well? Can you improve on, you know, certain things? Is there something you can improve on and you can sell to make money? Investing in yourself is so important. Like, there's a thin line, obviously. There's a line where like you don't overinvest, and that will be my next point. And there's the one where like you're so hell-bent on saving the money that you don't even like look the part. Honestly, we live in a world, like what people see is so important. So your first impression, someone's first impression of you is how you look. So if you want to be taken a certain way, or you want certain brands to reach out to you, or you need to look the part. So that's not only like outwardly, that's like your skincare, that's your personal hygiene. How do you smell? How is your breath? How is your hair? It's just the things, and you don't even have to spend so much money. You don't have to go and buy human hair. You can literally just pack your hair, jelly back, neat, basic things, white shirts, jeans, skirts. Like, they're little. People always think you have to spend so. You don't have to spend so much to look so much. You don't. You need to like just do your homework. What can I do? So subtle changes. Have your nails always neat. Your toenail, you can do them yourself. You can cut your nails yourself. You can do your normal nails, clear nail polish or nude, or you fix whatever you want. But look the part, act the part, know the part. That's what I'm just trying to say. And the next point I'd like to mention is about budgeting and money. Like I just said, investing in yourself is important, but there's always like a limit. Know when you're going above that limit. You need to be really good with money leveling up in your 20s, because you're kind of preparing for the next era of your life, and understand that the older you get, the weaker you get, in a way, like biologically speaking. So, you know, you want to start early on to not work yourself over. What's a way to make it better? You know, so is it saying that if you can't manage 1,000 naira, can you really manage like 1 million? Like, if you can properly budget yourself, budget yourself. You can probably budget. So what to save, what to keep, what to spend, as little as you earn. Doesn't matter. You don't have to earn so much before you now know about budgeting. I know that when you have lower income, it's less likely for you to save, but even at that, you can still practice again discipline, which is the first point I made. Discipline goes through all these points. That's the life wire of all these things I'm mentioning. You have to be disciplined, have sense basically, and you know, just try to know that you need to achieve your goals and apply the necessary steps required. Okay guys, so the last point I want to give is be mindful of your friends. I keep stressing this in almost all my like self-development videos or advice videos, because I'm a big believer in your friends or the people around you determine a lot on how you end up or how you achieve. It does actually. No man is an island. You do need friends, and especially in your 20s. I don't know about you, but I'm in this point in my life where like I don't have a lot of friends. Like, you know, when you're in school or you're in uni, you kind of like have to make friends, because like you guys are either in the same building or you're in the same class or you're in the same environment. So I don't know, like friendship is like organic like that. But like where I'm at, I don't know if you guys can relate. Like, you're in this point in your life where like, okay, you need to start making friends as an adult, and it's just like, it's so awkward, especially with girls, because it's like, you know, in your mind this person gonna be your friend, but it's like, how are we gonna do this? What's going to happen? How is it going to happen? When? And it really just takes a lot of like courage. I don't think it's that, but I think it's just more of like, we know how some people can be, but if you really think you and this person can vibe, and you see this person, like for me, I'm very picky right now, so I think people are like, oh, you're a snob if you say things like that, but no, you're literally just planning out your life. And if you see someone that kind of seems similar to you, whether in taste, whether like just like how they are, is it bad? I want to be their friend. If you're offended, you gotta level up as well, so that you can also be someone that wants to be friends with you as well. No one wants to be friends with people that will not help them at all, people they can't learn from. Especially in your 20s, you need to start thinking that way. It's not about, oh, we gossip, let's be friends. Now it's about, you know, how can you help me? Or like from their circle you meet other people. That's just how it works. Like the gossiping part, you can sprinkle that, but that's not like the main thing you're going for. Pick people that have similar interests with you, so that you guys can talk about it together. For example, when I meet up with another YouTuber and we talk about it, it's like, oh my goodness, like I can finally share certain things with someone that gets it. So it's really important to find someone that either does the same thing with you or can share, you guys share the same ideals, share the same goals, or it can just be like how you guys have the same taste, maybe clothing wise, just things like that. So I think from there you kind of grow and it helps. But your friendships matter. I mentioned this in a previous video, how like if you have useless friends, when you be going to useless places and you don't meet useful people in useless places, for example, do you understand? Or even if it's a useless place, if that person is reasonable, you will meet reasonable people regardless of where you are, and from there you can network. In your 20s, be thinking ahead. It's no more about, oh hi, let's link up. It's also like, oh hi, how can we make money? You know, what's the opportunity here? Do you understand? Like, you need to also level up in your thinking. You're no longer a child. You're actually not. So if it starts off from friendship, from knowing somebody, from there you build up. And I think that's why sometimes parents like put their kids in particular schools so that you get to know more influential people. So even though you guys met when you were kids, as you get older, you have like a connect, so someone can help you. Networking is key, guys. But in Nigeria, is who you know most of the time. So yeah, you'll be very, very aware of the friends you're around. I'm not saying ditch the ones that have been with you, but like as you grow older, like you don't have to have the same people forever. If it's not working out, don't force it, you know. You can reach out. We're getting older, we're getting busier. I might not reach out to you all the time with my follow-up, but we're still cool on this side of things. Another side to it is also, example, like another side to it, I also mentioned this a lot, is the men. I'm very, very careful of this, and I'm also very, very mindful of this, of like just not being so consumed about man this, man that. Obviously, as you get older in your 20s, you start hearing marriage, and it's not bad, but it is bad when that's all you think about, that's all you're consumed by. There are more things to do, like literally. And if that's all you're thinking about marriage wise, maybe if you've achieved every other thing, good for you in your 20s, that's okay. But if you haven't and you're still just so obsessed with this, it can actually like deter you in the long run. So focus, baby girl, focus. That's the motto for 20s. So yeah guys, I'm just going to like finish up this look, add my lips, do my hair, and I'll be back to give an outro. Yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you were able to pick up one or two things. I just wanted to point out that I am still in the process of leveling up. I just wanted to share some tips I have been taking note of and really been working on. It's a work in progress. We're all work in progresses. You get the point, okay? If you're still here, still haven't subscribed, why? Please join the fam. Please like, please share, tell your friends about this video. If you think this video will help some of your friends, feel free to share it, okay? So this is the look. As usual, it's brown. What else is new? I can't even imagine myself changing. Imagine if I just change my color aesthetic to like red or blue. That would be so crazy in like 5 years, but never say never. Yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support, and yeah. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.